Have a look up in here and see what's happening, because I will actually want to look at this to come up with some ideas on paper. And so here's the very front, and this is where like the visors hook into. Got this rattle points all over the place. You can hear them going on, and there's a lot of room in this roof. You can see they have it foamed up on the metal right there all the way across. There's a lot of room between this roof. Wait, let's see. Yeah, it's not a very thick roof. That rattling up here is this. And that would be why it's flexing so much. Because once you get down to the nitty gritty, roofs are just roofs. Look at there, that's a sad sound deadening type of little thing happening there. There's another bad rattle point, which is my light fixture. And I already took the eggshell out of that one side, but let's go around the other side. I want you to look at this mess. This plastic eggshell stuff that they put in here, I have no clue why they would think that this would be some type of sound deadening or padding or what. I don't know what that is. Standoff, I don't know. This would be a better standoff if they use straight up foam. Hell, it might be cheaper. But here's the headliner, and I want to try, if I can, if at all possible. What am I doing? I want to try to unhook it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach it. I don't know if the GoPro will show this, but I want to try to unhook that hanger up there, because I totally forgot, and that one I can reach. I totally forgot to take those loose, because I meant to do that just in case I wanted to take the headliner out. But the box is assembled in the car, so, and it is not going anywhere. It is glued to a deck that's glued and screwed to the floor and built around the deck. So worst case, we'll have to cut it along that seam right here and then pull it out in two parts. But I mean, at this point, what the hey, it's just a headliner, and we're gonna make this better. All right, I got a gallon of Raptor, got all kind of spare wood, and actually I do have a roll of sound deadening up here somewhere. Where's it at? I have a roll of sound deadening up here, Dynamite. That's some old stuff, but it'll work. So let's see what we can come up with this headliner. I have one more look. Here's from this angle to that side. Yeah, definitely room for improvement on here. And shoot, who knows, I might be able to actually streamline this whole thing and redo some pillars. All right, the project continues. This is gonna get good. Woo! Okay, I did not expect to see that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is coming from the inside. What? What? Now, I didn't get any over here. We're about to shoot some more in here. And earlier, I heard some gurgling happening, and it's since calmed down. Here, let me turn this all the way down. I don't want to get tagged for nothing. Flipping, this is where it's dripping. I'm just going to let this dry. This is clear coated so I can get a brush. So I did have drippage before I could even grab a towel. I went to grab a towel to lay across here because I knew there'd be drippage. And before I could even do that, some got here. And then today when I went out and it heated up, apparently there was some that was still wet. Wow. And that over there is coming out over there. What? And I had another can of foam I don't know if y'all can see that or not. That's about adhesive promoter. Doesn't matter if y'all see that. Send me monies if you saw it. That's to go with my Raptor. So we went to Lowe's and grabbed some off, because these mosquitoes are on a warpath right now, and I don't have time to get eat up. There we go. Throw it on my clothes. So I got another couple of cans of this, and I was actually kind of torn because they had another one that was like a super expand, like 3 inches, 3-inch gaps, and they had some professional over there, and it's not that much more. It's like double the price, but great stuff will work either way. And what we're going to do is take this can and fill up the backside. And I figured we'd do a little walkabout here while we're doing this today, but that is so super surprising to me that this happened. I mean, wow. So that coming up through there tells me that this wasn't sealed all the way plumb. Huh. It is now, though. This is a good thing I did that. And we're going to go all the way back as far as we can here in this channel that rides in the back. If I can get a tube, because this box is steel all the way seal to seal. It ain't coming out of here by no means. You wouldn't be able to get this box out if you wanted to get it out. Trust me, I tried to get it in and it didn't work. No. Yeah, let's get a scrub brush and scrape that right on off the Raptor. And like I said, we're just gonna let this dry and then peel it off and then scrub it down. It'll be all right. It's just foam. I don't like making a mess with it, but it's whatever. So up in here, we did relatively decent job. You can see it coming kind of right here. I can still get my screw through there. Let's check some of these. Yeah, we got it here. Check this one. It should be a little, yeah, got it here. So I hit these holes pretty good. Yeah. So once they, I guess that heat done, it made it expand more. And this piece right here, yeah, that's gonna be good. Nice and packed tight there. And then over here we did the same thing, going up into the groove all the way to the edge. And this one was a double layer. I went to the edge and then came back across. Same thing over here. And I guess where I shot the foam up in here, it found a crack at the seam. Yeah, like right here is where it's at, in between where this is tack welded to this, I guess. So, and then I put the straw in here and shot all the way up in here. Should be, yeah, this is coming from this, so it should be to where I can shoot some more foam in here until I see it, and then go the other way. This has got foam in it here where I tried to fill that up. And then we have this, which I'm going to take this tape off right now. As you can see on that, this is right there where my wall is supposed to be. That's one reason why I wanted to get this nice and filled. And we're going to fill this gap up as much as possible. I'm going to kind of do like this, so it'll at least go in here and fill that up, and then fill this way the same way all the way up to here, and I'll cover that up there. Not really 100% concerned with that, but we'll fill this up as much as possible, and then we'll actually put a permanent piece of material here, maybe some sound deadener, because I will get some of that. I'm gonna get a box of that this week to help line from here right behind the box here forward. I've decided that's what I want to do, and then we're going to use, after we do that and get it all nice and fitted in here all the way to the edge here, we'll come to here. I don't really want to mess with where the windshield kind of attached to this, because that's pretty solid and it's going to have rubber behind it anyway, or sealant, whatever. But we'll stop right here at the corner and come back to here. So one box ought to do it. I'm gonna measure it out and see how many square feet it is. It shouldn't be that many square feet. Do I have my tape measure? I need to go get my tape measure and measure that out. So that's where I'm at. Squirting some foam in here with this bottle. Got me an extra bottle for later use whenever we go to getting pieces like this and fitting in my wood. And what I want to do is wait until this next week and get my liner. And I'll probably ride like this and clean up the edges, because if we go to that UAF show next week, it ain't no big deal if it's like this. It's a work in progress. I'm gonna get this and this done today. Get my holes filled in with the foam, get my wall back up. And this was supposed to be on sale, and I should have called it out, but it's like 50 cents. I mean, well, actually $1. No, it was $1 difference. Shit, I should have called it out. But they're 1 inch for anybody who likes this little idea for round overs in this. If you're using really thick, like double layer, like we're using here. And I think I'm gonna eventually redo this port area anyway, because I like it. It's really, this right here actually made a difference. I need to use this to round over that, because this is obviously 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, and this is gonna catch on it better without having to strain and roll over. But this inch pipe insulation is $1.77 right now at Lowe's, just to let you know. So there you go. All right, so we'll be using that here soon, but I want to get these holes done. I want to get this done before I do that. OMG, I had one task and I don't know how much of this video I'm gonna splice together, but look at me once again, sweating like a judge on election day. We got the project for today done, taking out the headliner, well, yesterday and today I should say. And now I'm just gonna hold the GoPro. Now let me show you what we got going on. This plate needed to be remade, so since there's a shortage, a worldwide shortage of birch, I just so happen to have some MDF left off of the Project U18 box from over there, that build, and made a template, and it fits pretty good. Of course, you can see I'm gonna have to fill that gap in. I'll foam it. I'll put some of this insulation, plug the hole and foam it, and then, as you can see, I finagled a helping hand jack, which is probably gonna mar up the wood, but this is a temporary fix until we get replenished on some wood. And I have plenty of it, just none of it's long enough to do a plate like this. And who knows, this actually may sound good enough to leave it alone. I got my round overs recut on the foam up top, and as you can see, all up in here we got foam, and foam kind of dripped down. Gotta just get a scrub brush. This is clear coated, so it'll come up. And there you go. So we got the headliner out. I'm gonna shoot a little bit more foam in this hole because I was running out of it, and get this beam, and maybe I'll splice in. Yeah, I think I found it, where this side actually went through the roof over here. I don't know if y'all can see that. I've already peeled it up, but it was actually coming through the roof. I'm like, oh crap. So we got a little hole over there in that corner, and right here in this corner I'm gonna be spraying, and I've already got the holes taped up in the back, and I'm just getting this secured up. I'm gonna put a couple of more screws just to make sure it's anchored down plenty good, and then shoot some foam. I just did one. I was gonna shoot the foam before in that back corner, but all this is, well, this is a whole can over here, and these little rails and all that. And I have 2 more cans for whenever we go to, and I have decided that next week I'm gonna hold off and just gimp it like this for a week. And I am gonna get some sound deadening, some of that Rilla sound deadening, and we'll do the roof and sound deadening. And then once again, that'll give us time to wait on replenishment because everybody's out of wood. I was trying to find some, 2x4 sheets of birch and maple and cedar, just anything like that, regular plywood. And the regular plywood was there. It was all marred up. I didn't like it. And they were out of all of the 3/4 inch. So for some reason, here we go. We went from a national coin shortage to national this shortage, toilet paper, gas, and now wood. And wood's been going on for a minute. But we will prevail. That's why I went ahead and bought all the wood that I did when I did. And as you can see, I'm using my scrap wood right here. Got my jack, got this going on. I can probably let this down at this point, but I wanted to share that with you. So we're back to a wall up here. Just got to plug the holes and wait until next week to get the sound deadening. We don't have to clean things up like this. It's already got some bitumen up here already that we're going to have to clean off. And I don't know, that stuff that's underneath, if it's the same tack, I may just clean around it and then peel it and go ahead and just roll on the sound deadening like that. Not gonna make this a super long video, but it will be after I splice in, if I splice in all the rest of it. So stay tuned. Let me go ahead and get done with this. Woo! Simple project turned into ingenuity and engineering here, which I know people use jacks in their car all the time to do things like this, to hold up roofs and all that. I didn't think I was gonna have to do it, but I did, because I wanted to get that gap closed in, and that gap should be closed in pretty good. I'm going to film it here, and if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But I think that's actually a pretty good seal for there. And all you got to do is hit my corners. All right, up in here, from like here to here. Shoot it with some foam, and we're good to go. Woo! It's crafted in mind. Go out there and have some fun. Woo! Drink water. Drink water. All right, everybody. Let me roll this up. All right. Now this would be, I don't know, that window up, down, whatever. My port is super small right now. I'm gonna have to measure it out and I'll get you an exact, but I just had, while it was on my mind, I had to show you something. I don't think in this car, the way this is now, here and here, I have got 2 cans solid. What is that? Please don't be a bee. Oh, it's a horsefly. What? Oh no, you gotta die, because them things hurt worse than wasps. Anyway, let me get on with this. But I want y'all to watch this, and I can't play this very long, but I'm gonna do a burp. Watch right here, if it'll show, hopefully. Please, well, matter of fact, I'll hold it. Can I hold it? I don't know if it's gonna work. I'll be able to hold it, yeah. Let me do it like this. But, watch how this, ain't got nothing to do with this. This right here is solid. All right, watch this shit.
3, 2, 1.
All right, now watch. Oh, let me rev up. Can y'all see that? Oh, I thought somebody was saying something. Anyway, I heard voices. I'm like, oops, they gonna complain. Ain't even nobody home. I think it's just that seasoned citizen is home over there. But anyway, y'all see that over there? I just wanted to test that out, and that's why that stuff happened. I'm gonna have to do something about the windshield, whatever, you know. And maybe it's just the seal's too old. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that, but that is wild. It's not really this. Let's do it again. One more time. One more burp. All right. And we're going to look at this part right here. All right, let's look at this part right here. All right, right here. See, that's not really moving. I mean, it's vibrating. I'm not going to lie. It's vibrating. But it's more the windshield than it is the actual pillar or the cross member here. Watch. See? So, I don't think a brace would do me any type of good. None whatsoever. I will say this. Believe it or not, reducing the port size, adding this round over, and about, what is that, about a ½ inch off the top, reducing my port area down. Like I said, I'm going to have to measure it, but I think it's going to end up being like 170-ish port size, which is way smaller than I wanted to go. But just doing this burp before I even turn this on, I was like, let's see what it sounds like, see if I get any chuffing or whatever. It's just going woof. And you guys and gals see it. That's got to be that 0.2. Just the pressure on my ears and I'm pretty attuned to decibels after all these millennia that I've been around, and that right there has got to be a 0.2 extra. Sounds even more just ear pressure than it did whenever we first initially did the test on it. So there you go. I just wanted to show that right there. So we got it all foamed up, we got it sealed up. I used the jack to push this all the way up against the ceiling, so this is nice and solid up here. That ain't going nowhere. That's pushed up there. So basically, the top and the bottom of the car, being that this is mounted to the bottom part deck, mounted to the deck, and now this is pushed up on the ceiling, makes that pretty tough. And then once we add the deadener in here, and then a sheet of wood and, you know, airspace stuff to fill in the void here, I think we're gonna be good to go. And hopefully that'll boost me up even more. I'm not gonna worry about doing a crossbar. I was going to, but now watching that, and I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up or not, but my eyeballs see this just vibrating a little bit, but that window, the window is the problem, not the car framing up here. This is not the problem. And especially since we foamed it all up, and I had foam actually come out and glob up here also, and I just let it dry and peel. As you can see right here, it'll flake off eventually. I'm gonna get a brush and get that cleaned off for next week's show. All right, what's our voltage look like after that? Oh yeah, baby, holding steady and just sitting out here messing around. Ambient temperature outside, and I believe that. Inside the trunk's 101 degrees, so I'm not gonna doubt that at all. All right, it's a craft of the mind. Let's get a little flex on the actual subwoofers themselves.
2, 1.
All right, let's get a little flex actually on the subwoofers themselves this time. All right, and then we're gonna call it a day. Oh yeah, baby. I don't do this very much. Whoa, yeah. Oh God, it punched me in the throat. Yeah, that's definitely tough. Whoa. All right, we're done. Before I blow a window up or blow myself up. Wow. Yeah, it's getting there. It's craft of the mind. Go out there and have some fun. Remember, make those gains. Woo!
You gotta be shitting me, man. That mother's strong.
Boom.